the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The tackle made by Ricky Mercer. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Slant. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Good. Number 20. Watch the screen. Point it right. Hey, check 24. Check 24. I got it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check 49. Line him up. 81. Mike 50. 54 is down. He's coming. Line him up.
Now Scarborough. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, defense, all day. 54. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. 25.
Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
59. Let's go, B. Let's go.
This is Scarborough. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Finding fouls complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the twin.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Wide, get wide.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the curl. Hey, Mike 50.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keys.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. 1st down, Mayfield. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And look at that, a diving catch. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Open man, the tight end Fells. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second and 9, Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
54, hustle. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
I'm here all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. Line him up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Watson rolling to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Bo Scarborough, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Hey, I'm 33. Keep playing.
Brings up 2nd and
weapon
at the 22-yard line.
Let's get it. Alert.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score.